Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sleepy and welcome back to Danganronpa. We continue where we left off. Alter Ego has business with us. Let's talk to him. Hello. So it is the two of you, Kyoko and Makoto. Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is two not enough? No, it's okay. Two should be plenty. But what is it he wants to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typed in the question. What did you want to ask us? So, I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network.
What?
What? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied. Why? Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I finished my work, I don't want that.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else, so that we can get out of here.
That's right.
That's what Master would want too. So please help everyone else to solve the mystery of this school.
That's right.
The only way I can help is if you connect me to this school's network. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. It's positive the mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko?
So...
I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this.
But...
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why,
But
but
still...
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay.
Gonna do my
If it's for the
best.
sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed, too admirable, too fragile.
Hey,
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and the program, right? Yeah.
certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko. To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the mastermind really will notice it. But
Makoto.
let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But
Hey,
he's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight alongside his friends.
now...
If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up, tall, next to everyone, and tell them you're their friend.
So,
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I want to believe in myself.
Exactly. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this,
Leave it to me.
so please let me try.
Listen.
And besides, there's one place where the mastermind might not notice. One place,
That's right.
remember? There's another place besides here where where there's no surveillance camera. A room without a surveillance camera. The secret room. Exactly, there was no. I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in
Indeed.
there. And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing the Ethernet port on the wall.
However,
Just because there's no camera, that doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. Well, we'll also have to move Alter Ego. The mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
that's what we have to do.
But they know where the room is. The spy knows, not the spy, the guy who's probably Leon with the baseball bat knows where the room is. But despite all that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
Because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko, in that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him in what you're wearing, right? So let me do it. You could go back to your room, put in some bathing materials into like a backpack or something, go into that room, put the laptop into the bag, let her stand watch, take a bath, come back, take the bag, and bring it somewhere else. That's what you could do. There's no... Oh, yeah.
It's true.
Okay, then. I leave it to you. Thank you.
So then...
Then let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, alter ego. Bear with us, okay? We started packing her up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. It tickles. Shh! You can't talk right now. We're going to move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood. Your command has been implemented. Good. To have him react like a machine like that, all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there.
However...
Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves.
It's true.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. I have to walk there. Side tiptoeing. I'm just gonna run. Just gun it. Daisy, woody daisy, just going to the secret room. Hello, Togo. Oh, Jill, sorry. Not gonna talk to you right now. It was second floor, right?
Hey.
Hey, Makoto.
Why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe it. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go. And to make sure you don't run off, I'm gonna wait here, right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was too forceful. I thought that made her mad or something.
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So then...
And be thorough. I'm counting on you. Oh, yeah. No. Need to go. Yep. Okay, first we have to find the network cable. According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in the drawer. I found it! This is a network cable, right? No, just connect to alter ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Leave it to me.
Leave the rest to me. I'll swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please, just wait a little while longer. Just hold tight and put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us as friends.
Huh?
Friends? Even me?
Thank you.
Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto.
How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents were gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore. That much was for sure. Kyoko.
What?
Yes. So we're just gonna split
Why
up.
is that?
Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but is that a little too direct? Should I hesitate and fumble for something you say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I mean. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about, like, what are you going to do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However...
But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we...
So...
If we can't find someone... if we can't find some new clue that would likely change the situation, that's all we can hope for now. Which is why alter ego...
Correct.
Which is why alter ego... All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right. That's the only option. This is why I didn't say anything of that out loud and was stayed silent. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. Daytime? Yes. I'm kinda tired, so I laid down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving alter ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I fell asleep. I had completely dozed off. Ding dong. Huh? The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world.
Makoto.
Makoto, get out here. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me, and she was white as a ghost. It sounds like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly felt myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Don't be Sakura, don't be Sakura. Hey. Makoto, Kyoko. Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair, like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her? Huh? I was just walking past and happened to notice her through the window, but I couldn't get the door open. The perfect crime. I tried knocking. I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. So what should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway.
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in. I just said
Wrong.
The door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room doesn't have a lock. Then why?
It would seem...
It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it a chair? Chair?
In other words...
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if you break it.
Indeed.
Let me smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get something to break it. Wait right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. Fuck, she got poisoned. She's just unconscious, right? I doubt it. Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure Kyoko did reply. There was only silence, but that silence didn't last long. Here! I found the broom in the classroom. Use it.
Makoto.
You can handle it, right, Makoto?
Please!
Come on, please hurry. Okay, you two stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung it as hard as I could, aiming directly at the window. All it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair, leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could. But the moment I laid my hand on her... And I'm taking a sip right now, so... Yeah, it was... She smiles. Sorry, I had to drink something. All I felt was cold death. And she looks kind of peaceful though. If I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body, life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then...
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin!
Aha! All-star apologies.
Danganronpa.
That's hard because I don't know who really had a motive. I don't think Byakuya would be stupid enough.
Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It's happening again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead, checking for a pulse or a reaction? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And I... Why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there, motionless behind her, while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long... Oh, I got everyone. Ogre?
Yes.
Oh, shit, huh?
I see.
Sakura has been killed, I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
Sorry, my throat. Which are not the bag of dicks. You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going on to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her, not just someone in this room.
It's your
It
fault!
was one of you. Hiro, Byakuya, Toko. One of you killed Sakura.
What?
You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation. I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
I won't forgive
One
you.
of you did it, I know it. You know it? Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad. What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the
That's
Monokuma file!
Don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that, Hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Huh? Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you would have fought again
In
and
other
then...
words,
Then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to the most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that, it saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it wouldn't have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
hey,
I gotta tell ya, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
well,
So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blackett is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
Oh, the one. Lucy, before you get all pissy-party at me, you better figure out who did it first. Because I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them
I
one.
won't forgive
I
you.
hate him. I hate him, this whole thing. Well, I for one, I'm glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it, Hina. I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay then. Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
what?
Me. You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order.
That's fine.
Fine, I step behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, Toko. None of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene. What?
It's your
One of
fault!
you killed
I
Sakura.
won't forgive you.
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force. You're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear.
I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me. What? You don't really care, do you? You both are useless anyway.
Yep.
Nope. Don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hero, do you really object. If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
Then it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina. You should agree on this request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byako, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen,
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone, keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura is not a matter of hoping. We can't do it. If we can't survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. So she was knowing the one. I'd better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. Oh, no, okay. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Oh, so there are 2 people who tried to kill her,
Hey.
but 1 succeeded. I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
So,
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with a chair from inside the rec room, which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside, there was no way in or out till we broke the window. There's like 0 escape, right?
in other words,
In other words, this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever, but could it really happen in real life? Right before our very eyes like this, and right before our
Hey.
window. God damn it. Can't read again. Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then, through some special method, seals the room. That's the one I think it is, but maybe it isn't. What I think is he bashed her over the head, or she, the murderer, then poisoned her. Yeah, that's essentially it. And then created a locked room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations, so for that all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it is, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Huh?
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. To push a switch, I didn't think they'd bring it that far. To push a switch, and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door or something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like could have been possible, maybe. I don't think so, because we went in with Sakura. The door was locked when Sakura and Kyoko and me and Makoto opened the door. But Hina got all the others, so no one came on their own, right?
it's true.
And for the 4th and final time is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked
In
room.
other words,
By that I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see, this is a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that off one too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko, which of the 4 choices seem the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. The way to kill us set up the locked room. Until I figure out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. So, I will end the episode here. We'll make that one a little bit shorter. Already see stuff we can investigate. Proteinzyme X. Yeah, she was poisoned. The shogi board is interesting. Not shogi, sorry, the board here, because maybe they played something? Well, I don't know. Anyway, that's strange as well. I'll end the episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. Next time we will do the mystery and... investigate and then have the class trial, which means 2 more are gone. So we have... Let's say for argument's sake, Hina killed her. Just for argument's sake. Because it doesn't seem to be a struggle. Maybe Hina. Let's say 2 are gone, let's say these 2 are gone. Sakura is definitely dead, and let's say it was Hina, so we have 4 left, right? No, sorry, 5. We have Hagakure, Toko, Byakuya, Kyoko, and Makoto. Well, okay. My name is Sleepy as always. And it's officially nighttime. Have a good night. Till next time.